All right, hey gang, Nate Bear here, lead technical tactician for Money Traders Alliance and Trade of the Day. And in today's video update, it's going to be short and sweet because I've got a play that I am really really excited about. So we will just dive right in. So the indexes here sort of continue to chop around, right? We're still in this sort of in this range here. You know, this was post election right here. This was the election gap up. We've just sort of gone essentially sideways. I mean, really since what is that? November 6th, November 6th. Yeah. We really have gone essentially nowhere. We've hung around this 590, 600 range for a while. And, I think we'll eventually resolve higher. I think the structure of this weekly chart is really starting to come together. I think we'll end up with a nice squeeze here, probably get some red dots, and this will ultimately resolve higher. Trade wars and tariffs, and it's all noise. And eventually people will start focusing on earnings again, which have been, not bad. The AI thing with DeepSeek has been a little bit, interesting to watch as well. But the cues here, there's nothing wrong with the structure of this weekly chart. On the daily, sort of the same thing, right? We had this election gap up, and the cues are a little higher from the election gap to where we are now, where the SPY has really just been going sideways. The cues have been a little stronger relatively, but we haven't broken out of a huge range or anything. We're still just kind of consolidating up here near the all-time highs. It's totally fine for me. And I remain a buy the dip trader until further notice. Okay. So the one that I love here is Netflix. And I want to show you this chart. Oops. Netflix. So a lot of things going for this chart. All right. First off, this is a 130-minute chart. I don't think we have a 195-minute squeeze yet. Let me see. Not yet. So we'll have a 130-minute chart. I'll show you this in S.A.M as well. But we've got squeezes on many different time frames. As you can see, we've got squeezes on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different time frames at the moment. We've got an earnings winner, which you can see right here, right? Huge earnings winner. Here's the all-time high in Netflix is right here. We're consolidating under 1,000, and I think this is going to break out and extend on up to at least 1010, 1,110. Or, maybe even higher. Maybe we just run up to, 1,100, 1,200, something like that. Let me show you the last time Netflix beat earnings like this, okay? It was right here. And they broke up, consolidated for a couple of weeks, and then they absolutely ripped. Well, here we go. We're breaking up. We've consolidated now for a couple of weeks, and I think this is on course to absolutely rip. So what I'd like to do here, as far as the getting some options. Now, Netflix options are not going to be cheap necessarily, but I'd like to go out probably to February 21st, the monthly options. And you can see here I've got some of these 1060s, kind of a cheap play on right now. What I'd recommend is actually the $1,000 calls, a little closer to the money. The $1,000 calls out into 221. And then the idea then would be, can you pick it up around 975? That's the point of control, the post-earnings point of control. If I zoom way into this pattern, you'll be able to see that clear as day. All right, so right here, this is the point of control around 975. So, can we get long around 975? Stop, I would say under about 9, on a close underneath this pattern. So a close under 950. And then I'm targeting 1,000 plus, really 1,000 to 1,050, right? I mean, it's a big range. It's $1,000 stock, right? It's a big stock. So that's kind of my plan. I hope it helps. I'll get this chart marked up and included, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.